The environment should be clean. Prepare the mouse for surgery. I will demonstrate today's surgery using a 17-week-old B6 Black 6J 129S4 SVJAE hybrid mouse. You can also use mice that are heavier than 25 grams. Anesthetize the mouse with an IP injection of cocktail containing 120 mg per kilogram ketamine and 6 mg per kilogram xylazine. Gently pinch the mouse tail or toe to make sure that the mouse is anesthetized deeply enough to proceed with the surgery. Bind the animal onto the stereotoxic apparatus. Place the ear bars into the mouse ear canal one by one and make it tight. Put some ethanol on its head and then shave the fur of its head. Make an anterior-posterior incision from between the eyes to between the ears on the skull. Pinch the skin of the mouse using microclamps in order to keep the incision wide open. Remove any remaining tissue or membrane from the skull with the sterilized cotton swabs. Put the marking pen above its head. Mark the bregma and lambda points. Then, remove the marking pen and mark the points using an oil-based pen right on the marked point. Bring the film electrode above the head and put a drop of tap water on the skull. Place the bregma on the middle of the fifth layer of the anterior of the polyimide-based microelectrode array. Swap the film carefully from the medial to lateral with the water-soaked cotton swabs. Give a few minutes until it dries completely. This helps with better adherence. Make 3 pen marks with an oil-based pen at the residual space. These marks are where you will be drilling. Be very careful with drilling the holes, not to touch the inside. Place the 3 sterilized stainless steel screws onto the skull and place them in until they are tightly anchored on. Mix a thick batch of liquid acrylic dental cement and cover the film electrode, screws, and the rest of the skull. Make another batch and use it to completely cover the electrode. Anchor the screws again to secure it. Remember, cement should not be under the film electrode. Put double-sided adhesive tape on the back of the connector plane. Place a rigid stick as a strut on the middle of the skull using strong glue. In today's experiment, I use a tip of a cotton swab for this step. Manipulate the connector position to be backwards until it makes contact with the tip of the cotton swab. Distance between the skull and the connector should be more than 5 millimeters. Stick the connector plane on the tip of the cotton swab by adding strong glue. Cover the rest of open area with acrylic dental cement. After the cement curing, remove the clamps and secure the skin. Remove the mouse from the apparatus and cover the extra space with acrylic dental cement. Apply antibiotic sodium fusidate around the cement and the sutured area. Place the mouse in its own cage and give at least 5 days for recovery. Connect the mouse to the EEG amplifier and give more than 1 hour for habituation. After an hour, perform EEG recording.